Hey guys, a little update on the homesteading / gardening. In efforts to do this as cheaply as possible, I went on Facebook Marketplace and I was able to find somebody locally that has a bamboo forest, and I can go cut down all the bamboo I want for free. And I felt like that was probably the best material that would last the longest, was easiest to assemble. For making like a trellis, and actually kind of like a nice sized little, not a greenhouse really, I'm just going to use bird netting. So bird netting is the only thing I'm actually going to have to buy. But all the materials to build up the I guess house around it that I'm going to use for hanging tomatoes and whatever else I want to do, any posts I want to put around any of my raised beds, I'm just going to use the bamboo. So you guys are good to go along with me for that. And I found somebody just down the street that's got tons of horse manure. They've got a little horse farm, miniature ponies, stuff like that. And I just drove up and knocked on their door. I had never met them before, but I was gonna have to drive like 30 minutes away, 40 minutes away to get somebody else that I found online that had some horse manure, but I just went and knocked on some doors. So if there's a will, there's a way. Let's get started. All right, here we are at the bamboo forest. I'm gonna go cut some bamboo. I'm excited. I don't know, it's fun to kind of try to do stuff without paying any money. It's, especially doing gardening. If you can get food for cheap or free, then it's the way to do it. I think this is what's going to do the trick though against the bamboo. We'll see what happens. This Sawzall, this is the Diablo pruning blade, and I'm just cutting the roots. And even if I do have to cut the bamboo, it only takes like a second to cut through the bamboo. So I honestly thought that this would be a lot harder, because bamboo's tough stuff. If you try to cut it, or with like a hedge pruners or something like that, it just takes forever. So having the right tools for the job definitely makes it easier. Hey guys, I've got a lot done today. Been able to get free horse manure. I found somebody online about 30 minutes from my house, but then I was just driving out of my neighborhood and I realized that one of my neighbors has a bunch of horses, miniature ponies, and so I just went and knocked on their door and was like, hey, you got any manure that you want to get rid of? And so I just drove my trailer over there, loaded it up in the tractor, and that's probably some of the best free garden soil that you can get. I'm going to try to supplement it a little bit with some phosphorus and some nitrate and stuff like that, but not much. I'll probably throw a little sand in it, just so that it drains real well, and then we're off to gardening. That's a good thing. The bamboos worked real well. I've got a bunch of single pieces like this that I cut. Then for the structural pieces, I'm actually going to get some wire and wrap them together with wire, but I've just got them duct taped in 3 spots right now. But I've got a smaller piece of bamboo with a bigger piece, and this should be, when wrapped up properly, it should be very strong enough to hold up anything that I want it to. And one thing that's good about bamboo is it's invasive, and most of the time people want to get rid of it. So if you're willing to come over there and cut it out at the roots, people will give it to you. And it's great for stuff like this, because I don't care if it rots down in a year or two. I might only get a year out of it, but that doesn't matter. I'll just go do it again, because lumber is crazy right now. Having to buy pre-made stuff is just crazy money. I could buy a greenhouse, but I'm gonna spend $500, $300 on a greenhouse, and it's a lot of food. So I think it's cheaper to do it this way. We'll see what happens.